Alrighty. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready to go. So, to give you context, BARQ went ahead and they published this. What is your furry hot take that will have the fandom like this? Knives out, right at your throat, and holy fucking shit, it took off 6.3 million views, hundreds of quotes, hundreds of reposts, and tonight, we are going to judge them all. We are going to go through this, and we're going to confirm, deny, debunk, confirm any of these hot takes that are actually real, actually fake news, real diapers, whatever shit may come. We are about to dive into this. All right, Cheese, you ready for the next hot take?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cheese, this one's going to hit very far away from home, okay? Alex says, actual controversial opinion. The North American part of the fandom is far more drawn to drama than other parts of the world, and it's not even close.
I'm gonna have to agree with it.
Yeah, not a hot take. You elected Trump. What do you expect? Of course they're dramatic. All right. Ellis says, puphoods are ugly and disgusting. Wow, right? Wow, right? Drexel, come on back. If you guys want to talk, jump back here. What's up?
I mean, puphoods are not technically to my taste, but that's just because I have different tastes than everyone else. I don't think they're ugly or whatever the last part was.
Yeah, I'm going to say that this is a hot take. Puphoods are fashionable, stuff like that. They are part of kink, though. They are absolutely part of the kink fandom, stuff like that. So, like, you have furry broad, and then you have, like, the ponies, like the My Little Ponies, and then you have, like, the ponies, like Gimp ponies. You have the pups of that. It is part of kink. It might not be your kink, but no kink shaming here. Get the fuck out. Next.
Yeah, I own one and I find it hot. So.
All right, Dervish says people should be less ooh, you're so cute, and more of themselves.
What if I am? Oh, whoa, I'm cute.
Depends.
You're very depends. I need you to be a hot take or not hot take, Cheese. You need to be hot or cold.
After making choose.
Yep. And I'm gonna say that this. Oh, go ahead.
This is a hot take.
That's a hot take for you? Why is it hot? Hot means that you don't agree with it.
Question one more time for me.
People should be less, ooh, you're so cute, and more of themselves.
Oh, well then no, that's a cool take.
Exactly! That's not a hot take. To be honest, the amount of times that I've been at a con, and you can just feel the fake. You can just feel the performative of a person that you're interacting with, and you're just like, okay. Sure, yeah, you're being like, oh yeah, ride me, daddy, oh, you're so hot, daddy. I'm just like, dude, I want to know the real you. All right, next hot take. Furries need to know how to fucking control themselves and stop being publicly horny all the fucking time. No, being a furry does not mean you get to act like that.
I'm gonna have to go with cold take on that one.
This one I'm actually going to say is a hot take. Because I feel like this is probably somebody very, very young who sees adults being adults, doing things in adult spaces, and they're like, I'm too anxiety to actually like hug or kiss somebody in public, so you shouldn't get to either. And they're just taking it to an extreme. So I'm going to say that this is a hot take.
Very fair.
What about you, Drexel? Hot or not?
I don't really see many people.
You don't really see men? Oh, you don't really see men, eh? Uh-huh. You don't really see men? And you're talking about sex stuff and you don't really see men, eh? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't see many furries being horny in public, so I'll go with hot as well.
Gotcha.
They seem pretty well contained.
I'm guessing this comes from somebody who has never gone to a con, but just has heard about an outside for work con existing, and they're just like, they're doing it in public. It should be a safer workspace with like kids running around the con all the time.
It's not like every furry is having sex in the con hall.
Yeah, most of them are virgins.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next one. Sorry, I thought it was going to be USA. Us straight furries are very oppressed in this fandom and don't feel welcome at all.
Us what furries?
Us straight furries.
Straight.
Straight furries?
Yeah, you know, the heterosexuals, the baby makers, the propagators of the new furs.
Kissers.
The girl kissers, but not lesbians. So, geez, hot or not, are the straight furries oppressed?
You know what? Hot take on this.
Hot? Oh.
On that shit. No.
Okay. What about you, Drexel? Okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Drexel, hot or not?
I'll say hot because I'm not hearing many people go. Who cares what your sexuality?
Derpy, hot or not? We gotta get this fast. Go, guys.
Not really. I wouldn't say it's a hot take. Yeah, I know quite a few straight furries that don't really feel oppressed by being straight, so...
Yep.
It's not...
Straight up, this is a hot take. Here's the thing. If you're a straight furry and you feel like you're being oppressed, you need to find, like, a better group of friends. Straight up. I'm sorry to tell you this, though. Furry might be a very, like, whatchamacallit, LGBT fandom, but there's lots of room and lots of places for straight people to go and have fun. I think what this person actually is mad about is they're like, I can't find a girlfriend in the furry fandom. And I was like, yeah, it's like 90% dudes. You want dick? You find dick. You want a girlfriend? Go outside, touch grass, be a person, and you'll find a girlfriend, and then you can bring them to the furry fandom, like Usagi. All right, next hot take. By Alex. Why is there so many Alexes with hot takes? I swear to God. By and large, Christian furries are nicer, more open-minded, and far less bigoted than leftist furries. Usagi, hot or not?
I honestly don't know what to say to that.
Okay, Cheese, hot or not?
I'm gonna say hot take with this.
Okay, Drexel, hot or not?
I have zero experience.
Derpy, hot or not?
I have zero experience.
It's hot or not? It's hot or not? Okay, by and large, Christian furries are nicer, more open-minded, and less bigoted than other leftist furries. Holy shit, that's a hot take. And it's not so much whether you're left, you're Christian, or anything else, stuff like that. That comes down to the person on the person on the person, and I feel like if you're coming from this, that A group is better than B group because of these qualities, some of that. That's kind of where racism comes from, or religionism, or all that kind of stuff. You're coming from this from a perspective that one group is better than another group. I'm going to tell you truthfully, there are going to be members of a group that are terrible. There's going to be members of a group that are great. There's going to be members of a group all across the spectrum, and yeah. Let's leave it at that people are people, and let's not define people by the groups of how nice or good they are. Okay, we should be allowed to publicly shame people who reek of BO or don't put on deodorant at cons. I mean, it's ridiculous, and shame on them for all here, because there's zero excuse for not wearing deodorant. Even to go as far as to kick them out if they refuse to put any on or bathe. Usagi, should we kick people out of cons if they don't bathe or wear deodorant?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go with cold take on that one.
Drexel,
Yeah, I'll agree with cheesecake.
hot or not?
Not.
Boom, he wants to not. Derpy, you're up. Hot or not?
Get rid of this thing, because it's unfair for everyone in a controlled space to have to deal with all that.
Yeah, long story short, this is not a hot take. I believe that if you are going to a public space or going to a public event, everybody has submitted a level of consent to be around each other. And if you are violating people's consent by bringing a noxious odor into their presence, they should have every reasonable thing to allow you to know that you are a stinker. You need to take a bath, a shower, stuff like that. And here's the thing. Where this comes from is like Magic the Gathering or those card games things. It comes from a place of mental illness. People who are doing well, people who are in a good place in their life, don't stink, okay? People who are going through bad times and something is seriously wrong with their life existence or health, they are the ones who generally have a bad odor. So instead of kicking them out, let's get them help, okay? Let's identify if they have BO and be like, hey bud, I've noticed that you are not smelling the greatest. What's going on? But still, not a hot take. People who violate your space with noxious odors, yeah, not a good thing. The next one, from Autumn. There's a gatekeeping problem in the fandom. Canceling people over minor mistakes, over drama by association, often without transparency or context, and also rampant alcoholism. But there's a lot of things in this take at the same time. Also, the rampant alcoholism and extreme drug use is insanely overlooked and not viewed as a problem. Usagi, is gatekeeping a problem in this fandom?
I'll say that's cold.
Cold? Hell yeah, not. Cheese.
I'm gonna go with the soggy on this. Cold.
Cold. Okay.
Cold.
Derpy.
I'm cold as well.
My God. Okay. So I've been outvoted. I thought doing the knot was great, but these guys behind me, they're just like, nah, fuck you, Jik. We're going cold takes on these ones. Okay. Do you think it's a problem though? Like, why do you guys think gatekeeping is a problem in this fandom?
It's oppressing people's like expression. I don't know. What else I could really add into that?
Well, no, do you believe it's happening? That's what the question is. Do you believe it's actually happening? Do you believe gatekeeping is prevalent in the fandom?
I don't see it myself.
Don't see it yourself.
Me neither.
Don't see it yourself.
No experience, so.
No experience?
Yeah, I haven't really seen it either.
Okay, I'm going to say that this is a hot take. You guys can disagree with me, but I'm going to say this is a hot take. And the reason why I say this is a hot take is people misassociate gatekeeping with, you're not actually my friend. They misassociate gatekeeping with, hey, we don't want you in this space because we've had a disagreement or anything like that in the past. They mistake gatekeeping with, hey, in order to get into this group, this is a fursuiting like adventure group. You don't have a fursuit. So I'm going to say that this is a hot take because I feel a lot of people misappropriate the term gatekeeping and just places where they don't belong or are unwelcome. All right, the next hot take from Electro. You all know Electro. He has some pretty hot takes. Electro says, honestly, the amount of times I've seen jealousy and lust for attention destroy friendships has been insane. Just be happy for one another. Hot or not? Sorry, hot or cold?
Cold.
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 I'd say hot.
Hot? Okay, Derp, I want to hear you because I'm going to say cold. Why do you think this is a hot take?
Then no, I got it run the wrong way, so yeah, it'd be cold as well.
All right, Derpy's got a hot brain. So, completely cold take. Dude, honestly, here's the thing. A lot of people in this fandom, they come into it, they didn't have a great time in high school, and this is your new high school. So they're looking to climb the social ladder. They're looking for popularity. They're looking for love. They see that people that have attention get love. So they're like, the only way we can get attention is by, only way we can get love is by getting attention. Therefore, we have to have the best fursuit. We have the best avatar. We have to do the most content. We have to network with people that are already famous so that we can become famous by association and therefore have fun, have friends, and do all the things that they want to do. They look on Twitter and Instagram and all this kind of stuff, and they see snapshots of the best moment in these people's lives, and they're like, oh, that must be every single moment in this life. See, people have no problems in their lives whatsoever. I want to be like them. So they like climb and climb and climb, and they tear each other down, and they actually destroy the meaningful relationships they would have had just by trying to do so. And dude, the amount of furries in this fandom that the second you become better in the standings than them, they just want to tear you down because they're like, whoa, I've been in this fandom for like 5 years. I only got like 100 followers on Twitter, but you've been in here for like 2 months and now you have like 10,000. I want to see the world burn. And I'm going to look for every possible like weakness. The second somebody says you slept up, I'm going to dive bomb on that. So yeah. I definitely think this is a cold take. I think there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of positioning people do in this fandom. But it's also very wonderful. Ozzy the Mousey says, not all furries are in an open relationship and want to do stuff with others. I have respect for those that are in open relationships, etc., etc., etc. But it's not the cup of tea to some. And respect goes for both ways. Consent is important. Hot or not, Usagi?
Cold.
Cold?
Cold.
Cold?
Cold.
Cold?
It'll be cold as well.
Damn, man, all these hot takes that the people are posting are cold as fuck. Yes, a lot of people have open relationships. You know who have open relationships? People who are promiscuous. You know who don't have open relationships? People that have, like, very high attachments and all that kind of stuff. Ask before you freaking flirt.